Welcome back, biology students. This video, we're going to go over week 6 agenda and assignments. This is a shortened week because of the holiday on Monday. So we've got 4 days of class, if you want to think of it that way, although we only meet 2 days this week. The schedule this week, let's start with that, is very strange. Tuesday is 246, Wednesday is 135, Thursday is 246, and then Friday is the real difference in that there's not the typical Friday where you go 1 through 6, but you are doing a 135 on Friday. So it's 246, 135, 246, 135. So we will have 2 check-in meetings this week. For period 1, it'll be on Wednesday and Friday. For periods 2, 4, and 6, it'll be the same as it always is, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay? What we're going to do here is we're going to run through the online notebook to see what you need to get done this week. Week 6 is about climographs. If you don't know what a climograph is, you will. That's what we're going to be creating and comparing this week. So check-in meeting information is right there. This video is located right here. Basically, 2 assignments you need to get done this week. There is no quiz this week, so that's good news. 3 climographs. So you're going to be making 3 graphs, and you might be thinking, we've done that the last 2 weeks. Okay, so here's the thing. These climographs are a little bit tricky. Tuesday and Wednesday in the check-in meetings, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these. And then on Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be showing you how to answer this EQ or essential question that compares the 3 of them. So just 2 assignments. First assignment, you're going to make 3 graphs. If you are not sure how to make a climograph or were unable to come to the meeting on Tuesday or Wednesday, there is a video right here that I've made for you. I'll be honest, it's kind of lengthy because I want to show you how to make this whole thing from scratch. The data that I use on that video is the same data that we're going to be using in class, so make sure you come to class and I'll explain everything as we go through it. It is tricky because you're going to be creating 2 y-axes, one y-axis for precipitation, one y-axis for temperature, and you're going to be graphing bar graph on top of dots on a line on the exact same graph. And so that might be something new for a lot of you, so we're going to get to that. The data you're going to use for those 3 graphs are here: tropical rainforest, precipitation and temperature; hot desert, precipitation and temperature; and deciduous forest, precipitation and temperature. And so you're going to create 3 graphs, 1 for the deciduous forest, 1 for the desert, 1 for the tropical rainforest, and then you'll take pictures of those 3 graphs and turn them into Jupyter, and that is your assignment. Again, if you need help on graphing that stuff, it's way trickier than what we've done the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks were probably kind of easy because I've been setting you up for this week. So make sure you come to class this week. Again, if you miss class for whatever reason, there's a video right here, that says, that shows you, in fact, shows you how to make a climograph. And then I have here in red a very, very important note. You need to use the same numbers on your y-axis, the same numbers for the rainforest, the same numbers for the desert, the same numbers on your axis for the deciduous forest. When I'm talking about numbers, I'm talking about the numbers on the left side and on the right side. They need to be the same range, okay? Why is that? Because assignment number 2 is going to give you an essential question where you need to write a short paragraph comparing and contrasting the 2 or the 3 graphs. And so, for instance, I'm going to say compare. Compare means to, what do they have that's the same? So what is the same about the tropical deciduous graph and the tropical rainforest graph? So you're going to have to first make those graphs, and then you got to look at the 2 graphs next to each other and say, what do they both have that are the same? Now, the only way that you can do that is if you use the same numbers on the y-axis. If you change the numbers on the y-axis, your information is going to be all different, and you're not going to be able to compare. So if you don't heed my note back here where it says use the same numbers on all 3 graphs on the range, then you're going to screw up assignment number 2 when you try to compare these graphs to each other. But I'm going to talk about this, and I'll show you how to do it in class this week. So compare means to find out what they have that's the same. Contrast, as you probably have figured out, means what do they have that's different. And so what I'm looking for in these is talk about the rain. They rain at the same time of the year. They don't have rain at the same time of the year. They both have the same amount of rain. They both have basically high temperatures. They both have low temperatures. They both have temperatures high in the summer and low in the winter. Whatever you see that's the same about temperature and precipitation, that's what you're going to talk about in compare. Contrast is what do they have that's different. And the way you should phrase this is like in the deciduous forest, it rains for only 3 months, but in the tropical forest, it rains all year long. Or in the deciduous forest, the temperature drops and then comes back up during the year. And in the rainforest, the temperature stays the same the whole time. So you got to not just say the temperature is different. That's not a good answer. I'm looking for how are they different? Go into more detail. Explain. Like I said, no one ever lost points because they wrote too much. So you're going to do compare and contrast for the deciduous and the rainforest. And then you're going to do compare and contrast for the desert and the rainforest. And so you can't do this. You can't do assignment number 2 unless you have done the graphs for assignment number 1. And that's it. I make it sound like a little bit. But these can be complicated graphs, so make sure you get them done. Now, if you want help with assignment number 2, we're going to be doing assignment number 2 on Thursday and Friday. So if you have your graphs done by Thursday and Friday, then you'll be able to answer assignment number 2 before the weekend, and you'll have yourself a nice weekend. But you got to get the graphs done. So 3 graphs and an essential question. That is your work for the week, for this shortened week. No quiz, no concept map. And again, I've mentioned this before. I should have mentioned this at the top of the video, but again, you have week 5 and week 6 to get caught up on your work. Starting week 7, old work is going to be considered late. And starting week 8, I am no longer going to accept anything from weeks 1 through 4. So get on top of your makeup work if you're behind in your grades. And I will see all of you in class this week. Have a good one.